What's up, everybody? My name's Trey with DigiDive Agency, a digital marketing agency that helps generate true, real, passive income for small businesses, individuals, corporations. It don't matter. We making people money over here through e-commerce and the internet. So, if you're somebody that's interested in building some passive income, make sure you click on the pinned comment on the comment section down below, as you can schedule a call to see if you're a good fit to work with the agency, see if the agency is a good fit to work with you, because we don't work with everybody. We have a set amount of clients that we take on each month because, unlike what some people would like you to believe, making true life-changing income online is not super easy. So we have to make sure we have the resources, we have the teams in place, we have the structure in place to make sure that we're actually getting you profitable and keeping you profitable. Because if we do that, you send us more clients, you give us good reviews, and it really helps our business grow while we're helping your pockets grow. So if that interests you, make sure you schedule a call. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. And in this video, we'll be talking about the exact strategy I use to get more 5-star reviews on my Facebook Marketplace and my Facebook shop. I went from 0 reviews to now over 100 5-star reviews, which isn't a lot, but this is a newer account that I'm running for one of my clients. So make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to give you the exact blueprint. It's not very hard, but it's a step that I see a lot of people skipping, as it does require a little bit of work. But when we're actually looking at how to generate more 5-star reviews on your Facebook Marketplace and Facebook shops, there's just some small tweaks that you can actually do in your business to do this. You simply have to ask for 5-star reviews from the people buying your products. Yes, I know it doesn't sound very hard, but I see a lot of people asking incorrectly, asking at the wrong times, or just not asking at all. But first, let me explain why 5-star reviews are so important when it comes to your marketplace or your shops, specifically your marketplace. Facebook is a social platform in which you want to be able to interact with other people from all walks of life, from all areas of the world. And Facebook wants to make sure that other people are having a good experience from what you're offering, whether it be products, services, just posts by like engagement and things like that. Facebook wants to make sure that you're making other people on their platform happy and staying on the platform for longer. And that's what reviews show. Obviously, if we look at my marketplace compared to a client's brand new marketplace, and I have hundreds upon hundreds of reviews and their marketplace has no views, most of the times, or at least what I've seen across the 30 accounts that I run, Facebook is pushing views and sales to my marketplace because they know I'm a trusted seller, I take care of my clients, and I'm giving them a good quality experience on Facebook's e-commerce side, which is the marketplace for the shops. So one thing you want to understand also is that most people don't leave reviews unless they absolutely hate the product or they absolutely love it. And that's not necessarily a good thing, especially if you're a seller who does a lot of volume, because you're going to have a really wide spread when it comes to your 5-star reviews and your 0 reviews. And it kind of just makes your marketplace seem like a very weird account in Facebook, or I guess I should say Meta's eyes, because they want to make sure, like I said, you're giving their customers a good experience. So what you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure, and this is the exact strategy I use, so please implement this. It'll make your life easier, and it'll also help your clients not always ask you where packages are and things like that. When you initially sell something on Marketplace, you get the ding, you say, hey, somebody just placed an order. The first thing that you want to do is thank that person for actually purchasing from you. Now, it sounds ridiculous, and yes, this isn't like Amazon where people just buy all the time and they don't necessarily care where it's coming from. but it's more personal on the marketplace side. And now I also do this on the shop side because I just want to show the customer that I actually care about them. I value them as a purchaser or a buyer or as an individual. I want to make sure that people that are actually purchasing from me understand that I really appreciate them purchasing from me compared to the hundreds of thousands of other people that are selling on Facebook or eBay or Amazon or literally any other e-commerce platform that they could have gone to. So number one, you just want to acknowledge the customer and thank them from purchasing from you. I always message them. I say, hey, so and so, thank you so much for purchasing from me. You know, it really helps out a lot. We will make sure that we get your package packed up and shipped out as soon as possible. And we'll also update you with a tracking number as soon as we get it sent out. And yes, I understand there is a place to actually put in the tracking number when it comes to Facebook Marketplace when you mark the item as sold, but I do that in both places. I do that through the Messenger, and I also do that on Marketplace when it tells me to input the tracking so that Facebook can basically start the payout process that really doesn't happen until the customer gets their product. So I want to make sure both ends are covered. Facebook knows that, hey, yes, I shipped out the product, and I want to make sure the customer knows that, hey, I shipped out the product. You should have it in X amount of days, because setting expectations with your clients or with your customers is really going to help out. Now, if you have a supplier that is 1 to 2 weeks on shipping and you don't update your customer, you are going to have an enormous number of refunds, of cancellations, and customers that are overall just mad. They're going to call you a scammer, and you don't want that. You want to make sure you're taking care of all the customers that purchase through you, because this is on your personal marketplace. They can see your face. And the last thing you want to do is have a whole bunch of people that hate you because you didn't tell them it was going to take a week to get their stuff. Also, everybody just assumes that they're going to get their stuff in a day or two. Like, everything just has prime shipping, and it's not like that. I know Amazon's amazing, but like, not everything like that. Some suppliers are still taking a couple days to a week to get their products to the customer, especially if you're drop shipping. So just make sure you're setting expectations with your customer. Now, the third thing that you're going to want to do is I always, always send a picture of the product actually being delivered on their doorstep, on their mailbox, whatever the case may be. Because in most instances, when customers go and they look up the tracking number and it says it's delivered and the package isn't there, they automatically freak out. They will call you a scammer. They'll say, where are my packages? I want a refund ASAP. I'm going to call Facebook or Meta and I'm going to tell them you didn't deliver my package. When really, delivered just means sometimes like it's en route and it will be there in the next hour. I don't know why some of the tracking codes kind of do that depending on who your supplier is. You just want to keep them updated on the entire process because it keeps their mind at ease. And it's really not that much extra work just to shoot out a few messages, just depending on, you know, how the transaction is going. If shipping is going to take a little bit longer because maybe your supplier is backed up or whatever the case may be. And then lastly, what you're going to do is when they respond back to you saying, hey, I got my package, thank you, you then want to message them and say, awesome, glad you received your package. Will you please leave a 5-star review, as it helps us so much deliver these products to customers just like you, and we want to make sure that we're doing our best to give you the best experience humanly possible. But then you also want to preface it by saying, if it's not a 5-star experience in your eyes, can you please message back with anything that we might be able to do better to make it a 5-star experience? Because customers really just want to be heard. They want to feel that their opinions matter. Now, obviously, not every customer is going to leave you a review, but I went from getting 1 review for every 100 items that I sent out to now getting 1 review every 10 items that I send out. Like, this has helped me immensely when it comes to drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Shops, because I use the exact same formula. So just to recap, the best way to get more 5-star reviews on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shop is by simply asking for 5-star reviews. Like it's not some secret sauce, but you want to do it in a set way that guides the customer to leave you a 5-star review that leads them to being happy with your service. Number one, thank them for making a purchase from you. Tell them how much it helps out. You're just an individual seller and you really appreciate them purchasing directly from you. Number two, you want to update them on the tracking code of their package and let them know the expected shipping date that your supplier gives you, especially if you're drop shipping. Now, if there's any changes with the shipping date, make sure you update your customer. Just don't leave them in the dark. And I understand some of you are already drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops, and you're sending out hundreds of products. Some of you every single day, some of you every single week, some of you have never sent out a product before. Just make sure you're taking care of your customer. It's going to help you so much in the long term. Now, number three, you want to make sure that you're updating them when the package actually arrives, depending on who your supplier is. Some suppliers still use services like FedEx or UPS, or if you're using Amazon as your supplier, they will literally send you a picture of the product being delivered at the location that your customer put in. And then you want to make sure you are sending that to the customer saying, hey, your product said it was just arrived. Here's a picture of it. I know it's there because I have a picture of it being delivered. And then you simply wait for them to respond. If they don't respond, step 4 is you just ask for a 5-star review. Or you ask, in what ways can you improve your marketplace operations to get them to leave you a 5-star review? Not rocket science, guys, by any means, but this is going to help you immensely. This small change made me a ton of money on a lot of different accounts because I was running it just as a way to make money initially. I was not really caring too much about the customers. And that was one of my downfalls on probably my largest shop that was doing $10,000-$20,000 a month pretty consistently. It was just because I didn't have any reviews. The shop has been running for a little over a year now. It still does a decent amount of sales every single month, but it could be that much better if I would have really built up a brand and my reviews and showing that customers really matter. So make sure you're doing that, as it's going to help out a lot. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, as I hope this is value added to you. And if this is something that you really enjoy, or if you don't know who I am, my name's Trey. I basically help people make money online, diversify their income, and financial news that I think is pretty important for you to know. So if that interests you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.